You're watching Homebrew, hosted by Big Seku at seku.com.
Hello there, you lot. Haven't seen you for a while. I've had a few messages. Secure, you still alive? Yes, I'm still alive. And thank you for your concern, everyone. So, I felt it was necessary to do an update video. Not necessarily a Homebrew Wednesday, but just a hello, here I am, I'm still alive video. Now, the first question on everyone's lips is, how much weight have you lost, you fat bastard? Well, before I went on holiday to Spain, I lost 1 stone 3 pounds, so that's 17 pounds I lost. Then I went on holiday to Spain, and of course drank and ate all sorts of jazz. I put 5 pounds back on, but I'm not worried. I'm not worried. I know that'll come off pretty easily. In fact, when I got back from Spain, Mrs. Seku was dog sitting for her mum, who was away on holiday, and of course that left me in the house by myself. I keep looking over here, but you're over here, see? That left me in the house by myself. And what does a bloke do when he's by himself in a house with no wife to see what he's doing? He drinks beer and eats curry, of course. That is the way of things. However, today I'm doing a brew, an all-grain brew, which I shall attempt to show you some footage of when we get back. And I'm now driving on my way to a place called B&Q, which is a DIY store, because I'm making something to put my boiler in, my masher / boiler. I've been finding that during the mash I'm losing degrees, even with a sleeping bag around my Electrum boiler. This being the case, I thought, how can I further insulate my boiler for the mash? And because I'm doing brew in a bag, it's a 90-minute mash. My apologies for the jiggly here, by the way. It's not just me jiggling, honestly. So, I've designed a box using a tool online called tinkercad.com, which is kind of like an AutoCAD graphic design tool, but it's web-based. What I've done is I've designed it, I've got all the dimensions in, I have, apologies, I have sorted it all out so that I can go to B&Q and get them to cut all the different bits that I need, and then essentially just nail it and glue it together. So it's going to be a wooden box with 2.5 centimetres of polystyrene all the way around the inside, and that's where the boiler / masher will sit. I'm still kind of in two minds as to whether I'm going to drill a hole for the drainage or whether I'll just make the front removable so I can drain off the water from the tap on the front of the boiler. But anyway, that's what I'm doing just now. Did an all-grain brew last weekend. Tried to do a Founder Centennial clone. Didn't work entirely because my efficiency is crap because I'm losing degrees. But it'll still be a bloody decent beer. That was all Centennial, obviously, that went in, other than at the very start there was a bit of Nugget, I believe it was, yeah, because I didn't have any Magnum, and that's what the recipe called for. Anyway, let us now go from here. Me driving in my brand new car, brand new. There is currently 241 miles on the clock. When I got it, there was like 45 miles on the clock. It's a Dacia Logan MCV, a station wagon I suppose you would call it in the States, but it's really nice. Still got that new car smell. Right, gonna have to switch off now, and then we'll come back when I'm back home. So here I am, I'm back at the house. Welcome to my brew day. I've got pale malt, 5 kilos, got some Cara malt and some, no don't, I've not got Cara malt, I've got Cara Munich and Munich in here. I'm going to fire in some experimental lemon zest hops from YakimaValleyHops.com. So, I went and I got my boards for the Magnificent Sango Box, and it's called that because when I was using the design tool it assigns a random name, and it was Magnificent Sango, and I thought that was alright. So, I've got the boards, but I couldn't get the polystyrene because they can't cut the polystyrene on the big saw cutter thing. So because the board is too big to get in my car, and I didn't have, you know, a tape measure and Stanley blade with me to do it myself, I'm going to have to go back and get that. But I've got the boards done. So, Magnificent Project Sango. I'll let you see that at some point when I've finished it as well. I'm just waiting on the boil coming up now. We're at 62.3, so give me another half an hour or so. There we go. Yep. Oh, one other series of videos I've been toying with is let's freeze concentrate. I'm thinking about freeze concentrating commercial beers that are traditionally crap, like Budweiser. So what would happen if you took 4 cans of Budweiser, poured them into a 2-litre bottle, froze that, and then drained off what didn't freeze, like in making Applejack? What would that taste like? Would that be a Budweiser that was worth drinking? It's a strange thought. Anyway, this was just a quick update for me. Sorry about the jiggly part of the first part of the video, and you might see my Spain video coming out fairly shortly. Boom. Till next time, guys.